Bumping that, bumping that,
Well,
bumping that.
can you hear me now?
Are you bumping that?
Can you hear me?
Yes. I
Stop that
mean,
shit right now. You was just looking around. I can't.
a cowl and a top hat, sitting here, big fat titties on, big racks.
Hold the phone. That was it though. All right. Do you want to start us off?
Hello, and welcome back to another episode, another installment, another, collaboration moment, Miracle Mile. That's a place near me. That's like a shopping center, like
That's
30 minutes
wild.
away. Shout out Miracle Mile. There used to be this really good pasta place in there, which I'm, sketchy about pasta places and shopping, like in like shopping centers, but it
Did
was
you grow up?
fire.
Did you grow up in an Italian family? Is that why?
I'm very Italian. I'm like, well, I
Mm,
mean, yes, to answer your
Irish and
question,
Italian.
I'm 50% Italian, something percent Irish, something Slovak, and 100%
Slovak?
and 100% gay.
Is that your real hair?
It's not real hair,
You're a
Annie.
mess. You're a mess. You're falling apart at the seams. I feel like that's a me
Well, the
thing.
seams are very loose to begin. They're very loose to begin with. The seam.
The tension on
I did.
zero.
It was on one, and I did not use a zigzag stitch. I was straight stitching and bad bitching. Okay,
The machine was shooting blanks on that garment.
I have a problem on top of the others, which is everything. But I watched recently Project Runway season 17 on Netflix, which is crazy
Mhm.
to just start a series in the 17th season. But then again, it's like people start Drag Race like later. Like I started at season 9. Anyways, that
Me
was the
too.
only, yeah, that was the only season they had on Netflix. So I was like, all right, I'll watch this. And to get to my point after a long detour, there is a scene towards the end of the season. One of the finalists, her name's Hester, and I'm obsessed with her. Um, she was the runner up.
Yeah.
Loki should have won, but she was sewing and the needle went through her finger.
Oh, that's sickening. I hate that. That makes me never want to sew again. Oh,
I
God.
just every time, like I was sewing this yesterday, and every time my hand got even a mile away from the needle, I panicked because
Girl.
it would happen to me. It should happen to me. And I just can't imagine. She freaked. Oh my God. On the TV, Mama was freaking out, and I would be too, because there is a piece of metal through your that had to have gone, that would go through the bone, right? Because
Uh, no, it
are
would
there
break. It
bone?
would break. But imagine that if it goes through your skin and then breaks when it hits the bone, now you have a broken met piece of metal in your finger.
So yeah, that's crazy.
So who's taking commissions on my future clothing? Because I'm never picking
So
up. So I'm never hitting that pressure plate again.
no. So yeah, welcome back to Struggle Buzz. I hope all 25 of you really enjoyed the first episode.
Oh my God, it was 25? I thought it was
Mama
12 last
viral.
time.
Mama,
Woo!
quit your job like I did. We're moving to
I
LA.
know. Oh, I love these sleeves. I didn't even see them.
Thank you. They were the bottom parts of leggings, and I cut
Yeah.
them and I glued stuff on. Don't look too close because the hot glue, when it dries and there's nothing on top of it, looks like hardened semen.
Um, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we what's been going on with you? How's your day been? How's your life been
Oh,
going?
oh my God, I'm so glad you asked. It's been star-studded red carpets left and right, as in the one that just came in the mail. Other than that, I got my car back, which is not what? I didn't walk no fucking red carpet.
Just ordered one from the
Actually, I
TikTok
just ordered
shop.
one. Yeah, hold up, kick it out. No. I got my car back, so I've been roaming the town. There's not a lot to do though if you don't want to
Vroom
spend money, and
vroom.
I am broke. Recently found new employment, so that's lovely. Don't tell anyone. I'm just kidding, but yeah, but don't
Well,
tell them I do this. It's not
what are you
important.
doing for work? Well, what were you doing for work and
Well,
what are you doing now?
well, previously I was a pharmacy technician, so I was just moving drugs. I was a drug mule.
Peddling.
But yeah, it was okay. Ritalin, yeah. Um,
Klonopin.
Klonopin,
How many drugs can we name that
Zoloft.
ended in?
Oh shoot, Rosuvastatin, atorvastatin, simvastatin. It's the statins, the statin
This
family.
the house of satin, the house of satin. That would be a cunty drag. Like they all wear satin all the time.
I
Satin's
hate satin.
expensive, and like I feel
It's
like
that shit
it's delicate.
and ugly.
I don't know if it's ugly. Depends on who's wearing it.
So that's what
Um,
I did before, and now I'm just going into like regular customer service sales, which I
fine.
whatever. It is what it is. I'm doing what I have to do. I'm making the money moves. Got to pay the rents. But
Yes.
other than that, here I am, just being a little gay here and there.
Fun. You had a gig or you did
But
open stage the other night?
yes, I did
You
open
have a
stage the
gig
other night,
coming
and with
up?
that money, yes, and then with that money, I bought clothes for my job at the thrift store because I love me a thrift store and bed bugs,
Cute.
allegedly.
New clothes.
So yes, so I've got a couple gigs coming up. I'm going to the Majestic Saloon in Northampton, Massachusetts. I'm going to September 19th, and on another day I can't remember, I'm going to a tabletop game center for little Dungeons and Dragons. We're gonna play a little game, and then we're
Is
gonna
that
do a
like
little
a
show after.
okay, cute. I was like, is that just a side project or is this drag related? And it
It's
is
drag
drag
related.
related. That's
Yeah,
exciting.
I'm
Do you
gonna show
like
up.
done do you like D&D? Is that what they call it?
I have never played D&D in my entire life, and I
I
told the
couldn't tell
person that
you.
too, and I was
And
like,
they
I'll learn.
there you
And
go.
they
You're
what?
listen, you're like I said, you're capable, you're candid, you're content, and you're consensual. So it makes sense that you would be open to
Gosh,
that opportunity to
that's
dungeon.
exactly to Dungeon and Dragon.
The question is, are the dragons in the dungeon? Like, do they need to, is the whole point of it to release the dragons that are captured and trapped in the dungeon?
I think I'm fighting the dragons in the dungeon.
Is it like Donkey and Shrek fighting the dragon, then they end up fucking? So that's great, but it's yeah, you seem like things are turning in a direction. Whether that's up or down, we don't know yet, but they're turning, right?
Yeah, my stomach's turning, and I'm going up, and you're going down a little bit. So tell us about that. What's your downfalls right
Well,
now?
I mean,
I don't mean to smile, but
no, I want no, please, please. I had a job for most of this year since January. I was working from home doing some insurance, insuring things. And I'm not going to say the name of the company. I'm not going
of course
to
not.
I'm not going to go into too much detail. I liked the job I was doing. I was just like reviewing houses and making sure everything was up to code and if there were any hazards or violations of precautions and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Um but the company was dog shit. Like I would rather eat dog shit than spend another day working for them, and I quit. So that is the T, the
The
P,
tea.
the Q, the R, the S, and the T. I wasn't trained on these certain cases, and I kept getting them in my queue, as we called
Hmm.
it, my real hair, Hanny. And there's an option where we can send the case to a manager. So when I would get the cases that I was never trained on, I send them to her with a message that said, I wasn't trained in this. And I'm thinking she will, as a manager, see that message and go, oh, let me set up a training or let me send him some documents that are about it. Or maybe let me just send a brief message saying, hey, this is all you have to do. For 3 fucking weeks, I'm getting these cases and I'm sending them back to her. And she sends them back to me with no message, nothing, no response. I don't like being ignored in general, but when like it's an entry level position and I'm getting something that I've never been trained on and I'm literally asking you, train me. And there's just a receipts of you sending it back, timestamp after timestamp with no message.
Yeah.
That's
Girl,
crazy. That's
that's
crazy.
crazy.
That is
The
crazy.
training that goes on with these jobs is ridiculous because that's like I told you, that's why I got fired from my last job because I said, hey, you guys are not training me and I need to be trained because this is what I was hired for. And I'm not even nowhere near close to that. And then they were like, this is not going to work out because I spoke up for myself. And they do not like that. They
That's
do not like people
ridiculous.
speaking up or like
I
having
guess
any
not.
sort of like conscious thought.
I get it's like anytime I would voice my frustrations, the immediate response was, I know I'm frustrated too. So do something about it.
From a
You're
manager,
a,
from a
yeah,
manager.
yeah. So do something about it. Or don't have a policy where if I'm out of cases and I was scheduled for 8 hours and I run out of cases an hour into my shift, the policy is that I have to clock out. So I'm expecting to get 8 hours worth of pay and I'm only able to work, I'm running out of work an hour into my day. That's fucked up. Not to
That's
mention
fucked up.
that I went back to full time a few months ago. I got promoted. So I said, I'm going back to full time so I could get benefits. I sign
Yeah.
up for benefits. I hear nothing for weeks. I email HR. I said, hey, my policy that I was on with my parentals has expired. So I don't have a policy at the moment. I registered weeks ago. Like, what's the tea? I have stuff like I have appointments, I have medications, and their response was, this will be reviewed at the end of the month. What will?
The
What?
email or the
I don't,
policy?
I,
Yeah, exactly. You don't know.
or
Oh, they
what?
sound horrible. See,
Yeah.
that's what you got to be careful with work from home jobs. Sometimes there's some
Yeah.
hack job, like mud hut type of company.
Mud
Mud
Hut.
hut, girl. They're
Mud
living in a
Hut,
mud
howdy.
hut.
That sounds
That's where
like
they have the
Manhunt.
internet cable out of. They got the direct TV satellite on top of their mud hut.
But and we talked
There's
about
that.
this at length that the benefit without the actual benefits of this job was I did like working from home because I also
Of
just don't
course.
have a car anymore. So it was like I don't want to have to always be borrowing a car. But I like my privacy. I like not having like after years of customer service and food service, I'm just like I just don't want to be around people because it's like the money is
Suck.
never worth it to be treated like absolute fucking dirt. Dirt. Dirt.
Dirt.
Dirt. I need to get a job that is sustainable, that is consistent, that has good. Really, I just need health insurance.
You're getting a lobotomy from that baby hair.
Wait, that was really funny. That was good, girl. I'm proud of you. This is a high thought. This is a struggle buds thought. As kids, there are some words that are swear words that were thrown around. And even today, there are some words that have different meanings, like dick.
Like dick.
And it's like, why is it bad one way? Like,
But also,
does meaning really change the word? No. I mean, yeah, it changes it in conversation, but it's still dick. It's still DICK. So
it's
like
still a
even
bad word.
if I'm in fifth grade and I get up and I say, hello, my name is Lola Rose, and I'm a fifth grader, and here is my book report on Moby Dick.
And you just enunciate dick every time. Moby
I say,
Dick,
this is my
the
book report, Moby
whale,
Dick.
the sperm whale.
All
Was
right,
he a
now
sperm
that's too
whale? No, no,
far.
Moby
That's
Dick
too
was the
far.
person that got attacked by the whale.
That
Moby
was
Dick is not the whale's
Jonas in the
name.
Bible. Jonas
No,
and the
that was Joan
whale.
of Arc.
That was Joan
Crawford.
Crawford. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with that was fierce. We kind of timed that. We were connected on that. You're giving me Joan Crawford, and I'm giving a little Grace Jones. So we are kind of giving that episode of All Stars 8 when they did Joan the Rusical, and then the runway was Grace Jones.
Grace Joan, two first names.
Joan Crawford, not two first
Oh,
names. Men are showing way too much on the beach.
that's
I
nasty.
don't mind, but like I think there should be family beaches and then there should be adult beaches.
Yeah, I don't like these gay people in Speedos at my family beach.
No, not even that. It's just like I
I
don't
want
want to
women wearing, I want
hear.
wearing, I want women wearing one pieces again. I want one pieces. I
I
want
mean,
one pieces in shorts.
I'm here for nude beaches. I don't care. I don't care if your kitty's out, if your dingaling's flinging. I don't mind. I
But
actually
keep it from the
like,
kids. Keep it away from them.
well, even that, but it's like my main thing is I don't want to hear them. I don't want to see them because kids what? Cry, scream, and throw sand everywhere. Like when I'm at the beach, I want to like take an edible.
No.
I want to put my sunglasses on. Don't talk to me. I'll either listen to music or read a book. Now that I'm back into reading, I would probably do that. And I want to occasionally go down near the water. I don't go in because that's the
Ew.
shark's house. And I was not, the shark did not open the door and say, hey, come on in. And so I don't go in the water. I don't do that because I'll get eaten. I'll get eaten for sure. I just know it. I have bad luck. I have karma. So like I would get my ass ate up and not in the way I would prefer. How do you feel about that?
I'm gonna have to stop you right there. All right, y'all. Now that Lola Rose is done talking, we can finally cap this off. Thank you for watching another lovely episode of Struggle Buds with Marie Malove
You wish.
and Lola Rose. Tune in next. Tune in another 2 weeks when we come back with another fierce set of looks and a fierce set of topics that will only get 30 minutes of content out of. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a best rest of your week because I know I won't.
Yes. What she said.
Did you want to do a take of your own?
No, I'm happy with that.
Oh, okay, cool, cool. Um,
You're like, I ain't buying that. No,
you
you
look
said,
great.
what
Yeah,
else is there to
I'm
be said?
bringing the rental back. Yeah, I hope my library card's still active because I'm bringing it back.
Bringing what back? Wait, what? Was that like a funny thing, or are you actually talking about a library? Because there, I
Yeah, I've got a
missed
book I have
something.
to bring back. I've got a book I've got to bring back. So
Are you being for real?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't read it, but it was a
So
good
then
coffee
why?
table book for a couple weeks.
That's fierce. Just
Got to
picking
keep
up a
them. Got to
book,
keep them fresh.
and you got to
Yeah.
support the local library. So you are,
Yes, I.
you know, when
Yeah,
Delta,
exactly.
you know when Delta Work says, "Are you serving the community like me?" You literally are because you're businessing, which I guess it's not a business. It's just kind of like a barter, but you're
It's kind of like a
bartering.
drug trade.
Sure, except they get nothing. They just lose a book. Do you ever think about that, or do you have
We
to
get it
put something
back.
down for it? Well, I guess they'll charge you if you don't bring it back, right?
Yeah, but they don't find you. So if you move, they're
Yeah,
not getting
they're not
that
on
money
the
back.
hunt. They're not
Yeah, they're not
actively,
gonna like look.
yeah. Life's a struggle, but it's better when you have what? Marijuana. We'll
Struggle
see you.
buds.
We'll see you next time, bitches. Goodbye. All right. Cool. I'm gonna go eat Chinese food.
I'm gonna go hide.
Run, bitch. Hide. Okay. Goodbye.